Hey, I'm at Bravo Magnet High School in LA, and today I got invited here to speak at their annual health fair. So I'm going to be presenting about how to meditate to reduce anxiety. High school kids now, they need tools for anxiety and stress management. I know when I was in high school, I needed so much help reducing my own anxiety and my own stress from all the teenage hormones and school academic workload and different peer pressures, all of that. So I'm gonna teach them how to reduce anxiety in just 3 breaths. Let's take a look. Hi, nice to meet you. Do you know what topic I'm going to be talking about today? Were you aware or you just, I don't know, surprised? Okay, first of all, let me introduce myself, give you a little background about who I am, what I do, and then get into the topic. Because today I'm going to be talking about meditation and meditation to deal with anxiety. Yeah. All right, so before I go into that topic, does that topic sound interesting to you? Yes. Relevant? Yes. Yeah? Resonate? Okay, so my name is Linda. I am the producer of a YouTube channel called Brain Education TV. And on Brain Education TV, basically I make contents, meditation contents, exercise contents, tips, tricks, and tools for you to help you use your brain better. Yeah, so I'm from the YouTube channel, and I started the channel because when I was in high school, longer than I look, longer ago than I look. When I was in high school, I had a lot of anxiety. Who here has some sort of anxiety or knows someone, a friend, family member, anyone who has anxiety? Yeah, and when do you guys typically get anxiety? All the time? Yeah? Before a test maybe? Yeah? Before something like a project you have to turn in? Yeah. I remember when I was in high school, so let me give you a little bit of a background. So when I was in high school, I grew up in a very, very strict Asian family household, which meant in my family, it was A or nothing. Do you have families like this? Your parents don't accept anything less than an A minus? Kinda. Yeah, so my house, it was like that. And I was the firstborn kid. So my parents had very high expectations of me. I have 2 younger brothers. You have to be the example, big sister, so your little brothers can follow you and become good students too. Anyone here firstborn child? Do your parents have that expectation from you too? Whether outwardly spoken or inwardly, not so spoken, but passive aggressively, yeah? Yeah. And in my house, I had 2 choices as my career. Can you guess what those 2 choices were? Doctor or lawyer. Exactly! Doctor or lawyer. And I'm actually from LA too. So I grew up here. So I'm a Los Angeles native like you guys. Yeah. So I had a choice to be a doctor or a lawyer. And I was no good at math and science. So I chose to be a lawyer. But when I look back on it, I made that choice, not for me, but I made it because I wanted to please my parents. And when I was in high school, the biggest fear that I had was not failing my class, not my teacher yelling at me, not anything else, but the biggest fear that I had, maybe you guys can resonate, the biggest fear I had was disappointing my parents, disappointing my family. My brothers looking at me and be like, my big sister is not a role model. That was my biggest fear. Do you guys have fear about disappointing your parents too? Yeah? Do you think that caused a lot of anxiety inside too? Yeah, because you push yourself like, I have to be perfect, I have to make them proud, I have to do good, I have to do this, constantly focusing on outside things as your motivation. You feel this way? Who here feels this way? It's okay, you can be honest. No judgment here. I was in the same boat. Yeah. So I think high school is a time when a lot of us have a lot of anxiety and not enough tools to deal with that anxiety. Would you agree? Yeah. People just say, oh, get over it. Or, oh, it'll pass. But no one really actually talks about anxiety. It's kind of a little taboo to talk about, right? You can't just go to your friends and say, hey, I have anxiety. Can we talk about it? They're just like, no, it's gonna stress me out, right? So anxiety is kind of taboo to talk about in the beginning. And I feel that high school students don't have enough tools to deal with anxiety. Would you agree? Yes. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to share my experience of dealing with anxiety and specifically through meditation. Do you like meditation? Do you know the benefits of meditation? I remember when I was in high school, I heard about meditation and I was like, okay, that seems cool, that seems good, but it's not for me. Because I felt I can't like focus my attention in my body. I can't meditate. So when you think meditation, society paints a certain image of what meditation should look like. When I say the word meditation, what are some instant images that come to your mind? There are some classic images that come to mind. Anyone? Yeah, like this. Okay, first of all, like this. Okay, next. What else? Sitting down. Okay, what else?
A little bald monk in a red robe.
Yes, a little bald monk in a red robe. Okay, and what is this monk doing? Are his eyes open or closed?
Closed.
Closed, okay. And then, is this monk sitting here for a short time or a long time?
Long time.
How long?
However long it is.
Hours, right? Who knows? And then, is this monk doing something else? No. Right, maybe like a for God knows how long, for 12 hours, 6 hours, I don't know. But what I knew was, I'm not a bald monk with a robe. I don't have 6 hours to sit here, I got homework to do. And I don't know how to say to heal my anxiety. So I said, meditation's not for me. Maybe it's for the spiritual hippies, maybe, but it's not practical for me. That's what I thought. Who thinks this way? Like meditation sounds great, but I'm not sure if it's for me. You can be honest. Yeah, no judgment. Yeah, I felt that way. So I'm here to tell you how to teach you how to debunk all of your beliefs about meditation, because with this trick and tips that I'm going to share with you today, you can reduce your anxiety in, guess how long? How long would you say you need to reduce anxiety? If I came here and I told you, we're going to meditate, it's going to be a short time, how long do you think is a realistic amount in your mind? 35 minutes?
No, 3 or 5.
Oh, 3 or 5? Okay. 10 minutes? I heard 10 minutes. 4 minutes?
That's it.
Who else? 1 minute? Are you getting ambitious? Anyone else? Anyone else have guesses? 3 breaths. No way. Do you believe me?
No.
No. I can teach you how to reduce anxiety in 3 breaths. How long does it take to breathe 3 times? Like 3 seconds, right? Do you have 3 seconds? 3 seconds sounds better than 3 hours, right? Yeah. We live in an era of Instagram, Snapchat, fast, go, now. No one has 6 hours to like a monk. So I'm going to teach you how to reduce anxiety in 3 breaths. But for the doubters, Mr. Doubter, let me first give you a little background about meditation. Meditation is science. Many people think meditation is this hoo-ha, ooh, for hippies, spiritual, people burning incense in the woods, running around naked. Like, do you think this way? Meditation is for hippies? Yeah, many people think meditation is for hippies. It's not for cool LA kids like this, right? But let me show you why meditation is science. Meditation has direct connection with your brain, right? And when you scan a monk's head, the monk that's for 6 hours, when you scan the monk's brain waves, his brain waves have to be at a certain level for that monk to be in meditation. Are you guys familiar with different types of brain waves? Okay, let me show you. So, we have many different levels of brain waves. First of all,
Please take notes.
when you just look at this, does this look calm or excited? Excited. If your brain waves are producing wave frequencies like this, would you say you are relaxed or excited? They look excited, right? So the most excited level of brain waves is called gamma waves. And these are all in Greek letters, gamma. So is it okay if I move this? Oh,
It's pretty heavy. I'll help.
can you guys see back there? Maybe I need to go higher. Alright, gamma waves. This is the brain wave that you produce when you are intensely focused. You know when you're in the zone? When you're really focused on something and you're just like zeroing in your focus somewhere? Intense concentration and focus when you're in the zone is gamma waves like this. Okay, let me make this a little higher because I need some more hands. Is there an eraser here?
There's a cloth under in the podium.
Oops.
And Windex.
Just a little higher. Can you all see up here? Okay, gamma. And then the next level of brain waves. Would you say this one is more chill or more excited than the one above? More chill, right? You could even tell in the waves, if your brain waves were a little bit more like this, they seem a little calmer just by looking at it, right? This, beta waves. Beta waves. Beta waves are brain waves that you produce when you're just living your everyday life. So right now, when you're listening to me, when you talk to your friends, when you go out and hang out, your normal brain waves are beta waves. We call this just the normal thinking waves. When you're processing the world, receiving visual information, auditory information, you're typically in beta mode. Does that make sense so far? Okay. And then next, after beta, now this is the interesting one. Now how are we doing? Are we getting more relaxed or more tense? More relaxed, good. This is alpha waves. And then I'll explain a little bit more about alpha in a little bit. After alpha, now we have like this. Does this look more chill or excited than the one above? More chill, right? This is theta waves. And then the last one. What do you think this guy's doing? This brain waves. Deep sleep. Doesn't it if you follow this line, doesn't it look kind of sleepy? Yeah, right? Okay. This is delta. All right. So I want to draw your attention to this one right here. Alpha waves. Because scientifically, when you are considered to be in a meditative state, your brain is producing alpha waves. So when you get that sense of relaxed calmness that people experience during meditation, yoga, tai chi, that calmness is your brain scientifically dropping down into alpha waves. And then theta is when you start going to sleep. Theta is sleep, delta is deep sleep. Deep sleep. Sometimes you call this the REM, you know, the rapid eye movement when you're in deep sleep. Delta is deep sleep, theta is just normal sleep. But alpha, right in the middle of, what was beta again? Anyone remember? Yeah, everyday life. And theta is sleeping. So alpha exists in the middle of everyday life and sleeping, which is the brainwave of meditation. Another way to say brainwave of meditation is relaxed focus. When you're sleeping, you're relaxed. But are you focused? No, right? No, you're not focused, you're zonked out. But what differentiates meditation and sleep is meditation is relaxed, but your mind is sharp and focused. And I'm going to teach you how to breathe to drop your brain waves from beta to alpha. Because when you can just drop your brain waves from beta to alpha, that is when you're in meditation. It's not about how you sit, it's not about how you close your eyes, not about how you because you could be all those things, but if your brain waves are up here, that's not meditation. Does that make sense? It looks like you're in meditation, but if your brain waves are excited and thinking about a million other things, even if you're sitting down like this, you're not in meditation. Does that make sense? Yes. So why do you think the breath? Can you guess? Because I've been saying, in 3 breaths, I could help you reduce anxiety, right? But aren't you curious? Why the breath?
I just want to remind them that we did a little research on how your breath affects your mindset, remember? Just think about it. You've already been there.
It's a refresher. You guys are already ahead. So why the breath? Aren't you curious? Why does she keep saying 3 breaths? Why can't it be like 3 jumping jacks? Or like your heart rate. The what? It lowers your heart rate. Okay, good. Yes. What else? Any other ideas? Why not 3 handstands? Why 3 breaths?
Oh, because we get more oxygen too.
Okay, yeah. These are all good answers, part of it. But on a fundamental level, before it lowers your heart rate, before it brings more oxygen to your brain, breath is life. What is the difference between you and a dead person? Fundamentally, besides the fact that you're alive and they're dead, what makes a dead person dead and you alive?
They're not breathing.
Breathing! Have you seen a breathing corpse? Kind of scary, right? A breathing corpse. A breathing corpse is like a fast snail. Breath. Breath is life. And because breath is life on a fundamental level, that's why breath alters your heart rate. Breath brings oxygen to the brain. Fundamentally, breath is life. So in meditation practice, we say, when you can control your breathing, who said that? Who said you can control your life? Mr. Smarty Pants. You're the doubter, we're smart. When you control your breath, you can control your life. Does that make sense? Let me show you how. Think about when you are angry. How are you breathing? There's a certain way you breathe when you're mad, right? Yeah, you breathe fast and shallow, like this. Like this. Have you seen a mad person breathe like naturally? No. Yeah, it's a biological reaction. When you're relaxed and happy, how are you breathing? Slow and deep. Like this. Like this, right? So your emotions affect your breathing, but let me tell you a trick. Do you sometimes have emotions that get out of control and you get upset that you're upset? Right? Yeah, I felt that. I used to be mad, I was mad. You know? I wanted to feel happy, I wanted to feel peaceful, but when I was 16, I was mad that I was mad. Like, why am I so pissed off? I was so mad. And I didn't know how to control those emotions. Who feels that way? You can be honest, no one's judging here. Yes. Yeah, I felt that way all the time. But now think about it this way. Have you thought about, yes, my emotions affect my breath. When I'm angry, I breathe like, but have you thought about changing your breath to change your emotions? Have you thought about that? No, right? No one told me that in high school, man. If I knew that in high school, I would have saved years of crying and hardship and like this. But it works both ways. So everyone have the sound? Can I erase this?
Yeah.
It works both ways. Okay. Emotions affect your breath, but breath also affects emotions. But no one teaches you how to breathe right. Were you ever taught how to breathe right? Is there like a breathing 101 class? We have math, we have English, we have history, science, PE, all of this, but is there a breathing class? No one taught you how to breathe, right? But breath is life. And that's why so many teenagers suffer with emotions they can't control because they don't know how to control the emotions. But let me tell you, breathing is how you control your emotions, including anxiety. Anxiety is an emotion, right? When you feel anxious, how do you breathe? Fast. Like, I don't know what to do, oh my God. Right? Help me, I don't know what to do. Like this. Sometimes you shake, but like this. Yeah. I will bet you $1 million. You will never see an anxious person say, I'm anxious, but breathe like this. It scientifically doesn't work. Does that make sense? So now do you see how emotions and breath are so intimately closely tied together, but no one tells us this? You will never in your entire life meet an angry person, breathe deep and slow. It's not biologically possible. That makes sense, right? And you will never see a happy, joyful person breathe like an anxious person. Like this. I will pay you $1 million if you can. I guarantee you, it's not biologically possible. Make sense? Okay, now to the main part. Now you're like, okay, this sounds great. I want to experience this 3-breath anxiety reducing meditation, right? Are you excited?
Very.
Are you a little less doubtful now?
I was.
Does that answer your questions? Do you believe that this will work a little bit more than when we started? When I first told you you can reduce anxiety in 3 breaths, you're like, man, Get out of here. I tried. It doesn't work. Get out of here, right? Let's try it. So I told you, you don't need to sit like this. You don't need to be a monk. You don't need to close your eyes. You don't have to say But I do need a couple things. Number one is focus, which means just feel your body. Be here. Because when your mind is thinking about other things, you're in gamma. Make sense? And it's going to be very hard to bring that down. So focus on your body. If it's difficult to focus on your body, focus on the breathing. So basically the air going in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm going to teach you breathing that way. You can feel like subtle, like little like nose hairs tickling when you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. So focus on that sensation. That's all you need. Just focus. Make sense? And if you're someone who's good at focusing by nature, you can keep your eyes open. That's fine. Meditation has nothing to do with closing your eyes or opening your eyes. That's just a little sprinkle on the sundae. But if you know that you're easily distracted, if you know you like to look around your neighbors to see what they're doing, then I suggest you close your eyes. Why? Because that breaks your focus. Make sense? If you're sitting still but you're looking at your neighbor like this, you're still in gamma and beta. Does this look calm to you? No, right? So if you're prone to doing this, then I suggest closing the distraction so you can focus on your body. But if you're very good at focusing, even with your eyes open, you can keep your eyes open. Make sense? All right, so everyone, if you could please sit up straight. And you can relax your hands comfortably, make yourself comfortable. And now, if you're prone to distractions, I invite you to close your eyes. You know yourself best. You know if you get distracted or you don't. No one's gonna judge you if your eyes are closed. It's okay. This is about you. For 3 breaths, we're focusing on you. Paying attention to you. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your friends, not anyone else except you for 3 seconds. Can you do this? Focus on you for 3 seconds. Okay? And now, take a deep breath in through your nose and breathe out gently through your mouth. We're gonna breathe again. This time, when you breathe in, imagine your body inflating like a rubber balloon. And when you exhale, exhale slowly through your mouth, like you're deflating. Now one more time, take a deep breath in. And exhale out slowly. Stay there, feel your brain. Does your brain seem a little quieter than when you started? Any small difference is still a difference. Notice if your brain waves feel a little quieter than when you started. And if you need a couple more breaths, feel free to breathe in through your nose one more time. And exhale slowly out through your mouth. Now slowly open your eyes. Feel your body right now. How does your brain feel? Tired? Some people might feel sleepy. Some people might feel tired. Some people might feel a little bit more pain in their body. What do you feel in your body now? Can anyone share? Anyone share freely, or I could pull from
There you go.
You prefer these? Man, I used to hate these when I was in school. I was like, don't call me, don't call me. Okay. Alejandra.
Tired.
Tired. Okay. How do you feel right now? Mark.
He's absent.
Oh, he's absent. MJ?
Feel calm.
Calm. Okay. 1-1. Carla.
I feel like I'm in cloud or something like that.
Yes. So when you control your breath like this, do any thoughts of anger come up when you're breathing deeply and quietly? No, it's not possible. So now I'm gonna do this 3 breath meditation with you again, but with a special tool. Are you interested? Are you curious? Okay. Ta-da! Tangerine, can you take one and pass it around, please? Take one and pass it around. Take one and pass it What grade are you guys? Junior. Junior? Most stressful year ever. I feel you, man. You're almost there. What do you have in front of you? A tangerine, right? A tangerine. So you can eat this after the exercise, but this tangerine will help you focus on your body better. Who here had a little bit of trouble with your mind wandering, even though you're busy? You can be honest, it's okay. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. So with this tangerine, we're gonna place it on the top of our head. You have to balance it. And when your tangerine is on the top of your head, you have to sit up straight. If you slouch like this, it'll be very difficult to balance that tangerine. I want you to focus on the stimulation of the tangerine on your head. Yeah. Don't look at other people. If you're distracted, close your eyes. This is about you. Your time right now. Feel that on the top of your head. You can adjust your posture to make it sit straight. You're doing great. You're doing great. Okay. And then after a while, you can kind of feel it settling onto your head, right? It's a little awkward at first, but after about 5 seconds, you'll kind of feel it stabilizing on your head. Do you feel this? With the orange on your head, where is your focus now? On your head, right? That point of contact with the mandarin and the forehead, can you feel that spot? It's a very gentle push on the top of your head. Can you feel this? Okay, good. Now, if you're distracted, close your eyes. If you can focus well still, you can keep your eyes open. Focus on that point where the tangerine is touching your head. And now we're gonna breathe 3 times again. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. You're doing good, don't break your focus. You're doing great. 2 more times. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out. One last time. Breathe in through your nose. And when you exhale, release all the emotions inside of you, like they're coming out of your mouth. Stay here. Feel that stimulation point. And now check your brain. Do you feel a little bit more relaxed than the first set of 3? Do you feel your emotions calming down a little bit more now? Do you feel your brain waves slowing down a little better than you did before? You all did a great job. Now you can take it off.
11:30 next, remember?
Now feel your body. Do you feel a little bit less or more anxious than before? Less. Okay, let me call on some people. David. East David.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Show the card. Yeah.
Okay.
Sleepy.
Sleepy? Okay, that's good. Sleepy means your brain's relaxed.
That's right.
Kelly?
Sleepy.
Sleepy? Good. Your brain is relaxed. Keep calling Mark. Kendrick?
I felt like still, like I felt like I was in a mindset where it's just like I didn't want to move.
Uh-huh.
And I just wanted to like stay there.
Uh-huh. Good. What about your emotions?
My emotion was felt relaxed.
Great. Okay, one more. Clarice?
I felt more tired.
Good. Yeah. So the number one thing people feel when they become relaxed is they feel tired. Why? Because if your body is in a state of a lot of tension, like this, your brain is like this, when you let go slowly, what releases is fatigue. Does that make sense? So with that, you can see how tense your body is. So when you practice this breathing, it will help you release more and more, like this, ungrouping, 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 ungrouping. Does that make sense? Did you enjoy the exercise? You can use this tip any time you feel anxious. Yes.
Oh, I want to allow you to wrap it up. I'm sorry, don't let my question interfere with your ending. But I wonder if you would talk to us about positive visualization during this process.
Sure. Okay. Sure. So, yes, I'll get to that. Let me tell you about the reason why we meditate. So before I do that, you can use this tool anytime you want. Anytime you have anxiety in the house. Anytime you have anxiety at school for a test. Just take 3 breaths for yourself before the next period. Like this. And to go beyond that, if you want to have positive affirmations, think about one sentence that you need to hear the most. Some people deal with body image issues. Some people deal with self-esteem issues. Some people deal with this negative mindset that says you're not doing enough, you need to work harder. Whatever that one sentence is, I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am confident. I am enough. Whatever it is that you wish somebody told you that would make you feel good, think about that one sentence. I'm sure everyone has that one sentence you really want your parents to say to you, or you really want your friends to say to you. Think about that one sentence as you do the 3 breaths and keep telling yourself that as you breathe. So for example, if I had self-esteem issues, for example, and I wanted to hear I am beautiful, I'd breathe. I am beautiful. And let go of any judgment that you have preventing you from feeling beautiful. Make sense? It's like working a muscle. Yes. So my last thing that I want to say to you is why we meditate. We meditate because to develop a relationship with yourself. When you calm your brainwaves and you feel your body, do you feel closer to yourself or further away from yourself? You can feel your tiredness, you can feel what's going on inside of your body. That is the goal of meditation. To become best friends with myself. When you're 60, 70, do you want to be someone who lived a life loving themselves or lived a life being successful but hating yourself? Loving, right? So think about developing a relationship with yourself. That's something people don't teach you in school either. You're good at making friends with other people, but I want to ask you, Do you have a relationship with yourself? And if you don't, start developing a loving relationship with yourself through your breath, checking in on your body, taking time for yourself, 3 seconds, taking time for yourself, seeing where you are at, what you are carrying, and learning to help you when you're in an emotional state, get out of your emotional state through the breath. When your friend is sad, don't you like talk to them and try to help them get out of their sadness? You do, right? Why? Because you care about them. But what about you? When you're feeling sad, what do you do for yourself? Nothing! You don't know what to do! Because no one teaches you that idea. Think about having a relationship with yourself through the breath. When you're emotional, take care of it through the breath. Learn how to breathe properly. So